First thing I'm going to do is start off with brows. I'm using the brow pencil from Sephora in the color chocolate brown. And like I always do, I'm just going to mimic the shape that she already has by filling it in where I feel like it may be sparse. I'm taking MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC50 and I'm using that to conceal her brows. Lately I've been feeling brows that aren't necessarily being cleaned up with a lighter color. I definitely like cleaning it up with the same shade underneath and on top. I'm not really into the highlight look, or I haven't been into it lately. But yeah, I'm using that shade to clean on top and on bottom of her brows. So I'm just going to touch up anywhere that I feel like I may have erased from the concealer and just filling everything back in. I'm taking a translucent powder and setting all over her lid. Then I'm going into this palette with this pretty neutral brown color. It mimics actually the same color of her skin. And then next I'm going to go in with a brown that's a little warmer and one that is a little more apparent on the skin. And then I'm going to go into with like an ashy purple brown color. And I'm going to put that all over her lid. I didn't really know where I was going with this look, but when I started doing it, I thought this would look really pretty on her. So now I'm going in with a champagne, almost really neutral, very light shimmer shadow. And I'm just concentrating that in the inner tear duct to give it some shine and just open up the eyes. I'm also going to be lining her eyes with MAC's black gel liner. I'll have the names of everything listed below, but I thought that would be super cute with this really simple eyeshadow look. Going back into my NC50 Pro Longwear Concealer, I'm just going to use that to clean up the line so that everything is super sharp and tight. So today I didn't want to do a really dramatic lash, so I feel like I did a normal size lash on her, and I think it looks really good. I'm going into my moisturizer and primer for her skin. She does kind of have oily skin. She doesn't have dry skin at all, but I did want to moisturize and prime. So for foundation, I'm actually going to use the NC50 Pro Longwear Concealer. When I was concealing her brows, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the perfect shade for her. So I decided to actually use that as my foundation. There's nothing wrong with using different products for different things. And this is a full coverage concealer, so using it as a foundation was absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm also going to be using the Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC45, and I'm actually going to mix that with NC50 to give a nice highlighted look. NC45 on its own was too bright for me, so I just went ahead and mixed it with NC50, and of course you see me blending that out. Going into my Studio Fix concealer. It's a cream concealer. This is the shade NW50. I'm using this to contour / bronze her skin. I'm going to really use this to warm up the face. I think this is a great shade for her. It's nice and warm and not too ashy. I'm using the shade Medium Dark. It's a translucent powder from MAC. I'm going to use that to set everywhere that I highlighted. And then I use the shade Dark to set all over the face. And then I went back in with a contour powder. I completely forgot what it is, but I will have it listed below. Going back in with that Medium Dark powder, I'm just going to carve out the contour area. Now I'm just pressing the powder in. It gives a really nice natural look when you press instead of wiping away. I'm going into my blush palette from MAC as well, and I'm just applying some blush to the cheeks. And then I'm also going to go in with highlighter. That's what I'm doing here, but not too much. Now I'm going to line her eyes with Smolder. It's a black eye pencil from MAC. And then I'm going to smudge out her eye line using that same purple brown shade that we used all over the lid just to smoke it out. I'm going back in and grabbing like a white shimmer just to brighten it up just a tad, and I'm blending all of that out. Now I'm taking the chestnut lip pencil to line her lips. So now I'm just going to apply a gloss, and I didn't use a lipstick. This gloss is pretty opaque, so I felt like I didn't need to. I'm just going to blend it out, blend it out, and fix it. Just work until you get what you're looking for. Setting her face with MAC's Fix Plus, and that is the look for the day.